Alright, so we've got some new toys to play with today. I've actually had these for a while, but have not had the time to get around to opening them and doing a video on them. So what we're looking at today, technically four packages here. These are my new GX devices. So we've got, let's start with this one here. This is the, put this up here so you can read the label. This is the Cerbo GX. This is the GX Touch 50. Hopefully you can read those okay. And then these are the VE Direct cables that will be being used to interconnect some of the other Victron devices. I've opened the boxes, but I have not taken the things out. I just opened them when I got them to make sure everything was in there, or at least that there was stuff in there. And now, well, anyway, now we're going to actually do the tabletop unboxing and just quick overview of them, with the idea that I will need to install them, and I'll cover that in another video. So let's start here in the middle with the core of the system, the Cerbo GX. Alright, so we open this up. In here is a nice little bubble wrap. Here's the actual device itself. The Cerbo GX. Put that a little bit closer up here to the camera. Oop, there we go. So you can see what it looks like here. It's got a number of connectors on this side. I'll probably turn that around, maybe a little easier to see. So you've got the VE Direct connectors up here. And then you've got the, what are they called? VE CAN and VE Bus connectors down here. They're the RJ45 connectors. If I can get centered in that camera okay. And then we've got some USB connectors up here. And I believe that's actually Ethernet. Yeah, that's an Ethernet connector right here. So you can do a wired connection. In addition to, I believe this does have wireless built in as well. On this other side, you have a bunch of other things. You've got place for digital inputs, it looks like, down here. An SD card slot up here. Some relays. Looks like we've got relays right here, and then your power connector right there with a little reset button above that. So that's the actual device. It's actually really quite light. Alright, there's the HDMI port. I forgot to talk about that HDMI port because that's what connects the display. So again, it's actually quite light. I'm a bit surprised. I thought it would be a little bit more substantial, seeing as the other things you get from Victron are typically metal. This one is plastic, which makes sense though. If it's got a Wi-Fi device in it, you'd want to have that to not obstruct the Wi-Fi signal. Alright, so there's the device. Put that box off the floor there. So what else we got into here? So we got some cables. Let's open this up. Alright. A little QR code for getting additional information right there. We'll have to scan that and check that out here in just a minute. Looks like we've got some connectors for all of the relays and such, and digital inputs. So there's 5 of those that come with it. Here, this looks like the power connector because it's got the little things to connect to the battery there. So there's the little power adapter. And it looks like we have some terminating plugs here, probably for VE CAN, I'm guessing. I don't think you have to have termination plugs for the VE bus. So there's those, and that's everything that comes in that box. And of course you've got on the back side here all of your MAC addresses and serial numbers and Wi-Fi keys and such. And a place to scan, so you can actually connect to the Wi-Fi right there just by scanning that little QR code. All right, so there is the actual brains of the operation, the Cerbo GX. Let's take a look at the next piece here. We'll turn off the table a bit here. This is the GX Touch 50. So this is the display. We're going to pull that out. We've got a couple of packages, a layout plate or a layout diagram so you can place the plate. See if I can get a little closer to that. You can see it shows you where to drill the holes and such. All right, put that off to the side for a minute. What else is in here? Oh, a little diagram showing you've got a little tool there that you use to pry the display away from the backing, it looks like. Put that off to the side. We'll those down there. So this is the mounting plate, and there's that little tool that they showed the diagram. And we'll take the actual display out. So there we go. Look at that. There's the display. It's not bad. 5-inch display it looks like. So smaller than the Raspberry Pi 7-inch display I have in right there, but bigger than the GX Color Control GX, I guess. So looks kind of interesting. We've got the USB power here and the HDMI connector that will connect into the back of here. So it looks like you use the HDMI in here and then you use one of these USB to power the display. The idea is that you mount this little bracket on the wall and then connect this into that, and that's your connection, so you can take this off the wall and there's no screw holes in this. The screws are all in the bracket here. Now in my case, I think where I'm going to mount this, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to drill holes in the wall and get the cables routed to where I need to be. So I'll probably end up having to put this on a box and raise this off a wall just a little bit, because I'm probably going to have to run the cable surface mount in some channel or raceway or whatever that stuff's called, the cable hiding stuff. So yeah, that's what you get in the package. There are some screw holes here in the back. I'm just trying to see where those, oh, they go right here into the back of this. So it looks like you can permanently attach the bracket to that and then maybe attach the bracket to the wall, if that's what ends up happening. I don't know. I'll have to do a little more investigation on that. But you do have the screw holes right here in the corner for attaching to the wall, and those ones right just next to them here, oh, get to where you can see it, right next to it here are the ones that attach to the back of this. So, very interesting. Yeah, it looks like you don't have to screw it in. Looks like you can just clip it in, because there are some, let me just take this out and look at it. Alright, so there's all the attachment screws, some wing nuts, and some screws that have got more of a grabber to them. So there's the screw package. And then it does have these little plastic clasps here on the side that click into these little grooves right here. I don't know if you can see that little groove right there. There's that on both sides. That's what allows you to click it in without having to screw it in. So, all right, well, there is the package. Get some of the stuff out of the way here so you can see all the bits. So there's basically the package of the device, and it's the screen and its attachment. That would click into the back there. And then I did need to get a couple of these VE direct cables because I have two devices that will need to plug in with this. The BMV 712, the monitor, the battery monitor, will connect using one of these, and the MPPT charger, the solar charger, I believe connects using one of these. And I got the long ones. I don't think I need this long of cable, but I got it just in case because I'd hate to have too short a cable. I'd rather have too long and then have to hide it than too short, right? All right, well, that's the tabletop opening of the device. Once I get it installed and all, I'll get do another video, or maybe I'll tack it to the end of this one, depending on how things work out. And you can see kind of how it works. So there we go, Cerbo GX with the GX Touch 50.